Hello, everybody.
How y'all doing? We are, as a collective, Moody's Mind. We just decided to do an impromptu first episode. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all doing okay. Say hi, MB.
Hi.
Hi. He's very shy. We had a long work day today, and we were sitting there chatting, and I was like, what the hell? Why not just go live on YouTube and talk to everybody? So here we are. So we are excited because this is officially, I guess, going to be considered our first episode. And we just recently got done watching the show Wednesday on Netflix. If y'all haven't seen it already, we kind of binge watched it, and we finished it last night. And I think it was great. What do you think about Wednesday?
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I love Jenna Ortega, her take on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, but I think Thing stole the show. There's going to be spoilers. I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert if you haven't watched the show. It kind of, if you know the history of the Addams family, there's a lot of characters that are in the franchise that they make appearances in this new series, and it was a blast. Like she said, Thing stole the show. I liked the storyline. I thought that it was very inventive. It was kind of kiddie, but at the same time didn't take itself too serious, and it allowed you to just enjoy the show. So for the most part, I think we enjoyed it. I know I did. I know we look forward to coming home after long days of work and watching the show. So we had a good time. So yeah, if you haven't seen the show, we're kind of just giving you a plug. It's worth a watch. I believe it's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Right.
They're about like 50, 55 minutes each.
Yeah, and they're worth. You can probably, if you're trying to cram, you can probably do about 2 or 3 episodes a night. And then you can get through it in a couple of days or more, whatever, if you're one of those folks. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, we just thought it would be a great catalyst to kind of discuss it and kind of just give our thoughts. And then, if you haven't seen it, go out there and give it a look-see. But no, we kind of just wanted to kind of get on here too, not only just talk about Wednesday, but kind of, give you some insight as to why we are. I'm gonna tell you how old I am. I just turned 36. My honey doesn't have to say how old she is, but I am a 90s kid.
Little bit younger.
I'm a 90s kid, and I love podcasts. I love horror movies. I love just content. I'm that guy. I just can't get enough of something. So
he's so into the content, he forgot to say his name.
Oh, my name is Joe. My name is Joe, by the way. I go by the Caffeinated Collector, if you so see it fit to call me that. But I'm Joe. This is my lovely fiance,
Mary Beth, or MB,
or as my grandma likes to call her, Mary Bell.
Oh my goodness, she's the sweetest lady.
But anyway, I love you, Grandma. We just decided to kind of, everybody's doing podcasts now. Everybody's putting some stuff together. So, I thought this would be a good way for us to kind of talk about things together. Allows us to share our opinions because mine and hers are so different that I find it fascinating that, despite our opinions and how we view certain things, we still find a way to come together as a couple. And I think that is very, it's something that I think is intriguing. I think it's fun. I think you guys would enjoy it for the most part. So as we go along, we're going to try to share things with you, some personal things, some not so personal things, talk about some stuff that we get into. Because I think we live pretty normal lives. Like we have normal jobs, but we like to do fun things, right?
Very fair, yes.
Yeah, I don't think we're too extreme, but for the most part, we're normal people that like to have fun and we like to chat.
Movies, chatting.
We love movies. I love horror movies. She loves like Christmas stuff.
Okay, yeah. I love like suspense, thriller, and Christmas.
Sure. Yeah, she's a big chicken because she doesn't watch, I have yet to show her The Exorcist.
Oh, no.
Because she refuses to watch it.
Can't do it.
So, fine. It's fine with me. I'm not going to judge, but one day I will get her to watch it. But no, so getting back on track, we kind of didn't want to go by a certain formula right off the bat. We just wanted to kind of be open, share our thoughts, kind of see where this goes because we're excited and we're just kind of nervous because this is our first time doing this.
So, honey, tell me,
yes,
what movie? Okay, you said you love horror movies. Mm-hmm. What movie got you into horror movies? What was your introduction?
My introduction to horror movies. It's kind of like it's a blur for me growing up as a kid because I was always the kid who, if I was visiting, my parents were out seeing a friend, and I would always try to go in to hang out with the older kids because they were the ones watching like the scary movies and stuff like that. So like, what comes to mind is like the Nightmare on Elm Streets, Halloween, Chucky was a big one growing up for me, and it kind of, you know, I wasn't at that age allowed to watch these things, but I would always seek them out. I was always fascinated by the gore and the being scared and, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just saw that, aspect. So at a very young age, I mean, I kind of grew fascinated with horror movies and, and stuff of that nature. And it's not just horror movies. As I've gotten older, I've kind of, you know, I've got into suspense movies. I've got into thrillers, sci-fi horror. I love the Aliens franchise. I mean, I've kind of got into not this dark realm of love for horror movies, but a lot of things associated with that. And I do love comedies, and we can talk about comedies all day. But it's interesting because I love so much of that dark stuff that she is kind of like a ray of sunshine, if you will. Like her, tell everybody what your favorite movie of all time is.
Oh, I love Elf.
She loves Elf. She loves Elf.
It's so
folks.
happy
She
all of the
loves
time.
Elf,
like it just,
okay?
it don't need to be Christmas to watch Elf.
No, she can watch Elf in the middle of freaking June. It doesn't matter. So that it kind of gives you an idea of how it's kind of like the dark to the light, the yin and the yang. And I think that's what makes us such a great team, is that just because we're kind of on two different sides of the spectrum, so to speak, we always find a way to meet in the middle. And I love that to death. So yeah, that would be my answer. I guess the first couple movies would be the big names, like I said, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and Chucky and all that good stuff. But, I love slashers. As you can see, we got some posters in the background. You got Nightmare on Elm Street, you got Halloween, Friday the 13th, they're all in the back. And those kind of signify, kind of the core foundation of what I love and who I am. So, and what about you, Dink? What is it that you find fascinating ever since we got together? What is it about horror movies that you love or you find interesting?
Well, I guess it was an easy transition for me because I'm not the biggest horror movie fan, but I do enjoy watching them with you because we get these great discussions. But my honey's favorite is Halloween, if you can't tell.
Mikey.
I grew up watching Halloween, all of the movies, and my grandma, of all people, loved Chucky. So I grew up watching Chucky, and she thought he was the funniest thing. So I mean, I never was scared of that, and just the slashers, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's fun. Is that, it's like a guilty pleasure? Is that weird?
So do you find them entertaining? Is what I want to know.
Yeah.
So you don't feel bad about me forcing us to watch a certain movie?
No.
Or have I ever forced you to watch a movie with you thinking it's gonna suck, and then you actually end up liking it? Has that ever happened?
I thought you were gonna say that sucked. No. The one movie comes to mind.
No. That I showed it to you and you actually liked it.
That I thought was gonna suck.
Yeah, and then you ended up liking it. I can list a few.
You can? Because I can't think of anything.
How about Silence of the Lambs?
Okay, I never said Silence of the Lambs was going to suck. I said, I've never seen this movie. I have never seen it until I got with Joe.
Well, you can say that about a lot of movies.
But I love Silence of the Lambs.
I've shown you a lot of movies that you haven't seen, and you were kind of like, I dig this.
Yeah,
I've showed you Reanimator. I've showed you, man, I can't even, the list is endless of movies that I've shown you, and you've actually liked them. And that's no credit to me telling her, to try to push on her to like these movies. The movies speak for themselves. I'm
really easygoing, so he's like, hey, I'm going to put this movie on. I'm like, all right.
And it's, they're fun. Like, don't get me wrong. We love watching Miss Doubtfire. We love watching The Goonies. We love watching, whatever that comes to mind. Ace Ventura. I mean, we love all of the popular movies, but for whatever reason, when I get her into something new, she actually likes it, and the movies speak for themselves. So I'm very grateful for that because we get to enjoy this stuff together. Now, there's another fun fact that I go by the name the Caffeinated Collectible because I was collector. I collected things in the past, but not horror memorabilia and things of that nature. I never really sought it out. I was more into like sneakers and stuff like that. But can you inform everybody as to why we have decided as a collective to go on this lovely collecting endeavor that you started, and can you explain to everybody?
So he loves Michael Myers, like I said. Those little Funko Pops? They are just so cute. I don't know. I like them. They're cute. Anyways, I had seen a Michael Myers pop, and innocent me is like, oh, my honey would love that. I didn't know I was going to unleash a monster. Mm-hmm. He is here for the hunt. He loves collectibles.
So let me kind of give you a little bit of backstory. So I like going around and doing a lot of window shopping, right? I love just going and looking, and if something piques my interest, if I have the fundage at the time, I like to pick it up, right? In person, I'm an in-person buyer. I like to find things, seek it out and then locate it, find it, and I'm all about deals, right? I love getting a good deal. So I historically like finding things for a good deal and then getting them and copying them, right? Well, I remember we went, and I think we're at North Star Mall here in and we're located in San Antonio, Texas, by the way. We were at one of the local malls, and I think we were looking around, and we saw this Michael Myers pop, just the regular common that you usually see out everywhere. And she was like, we had seen it a couple of times in passing in, and this one time, she was like, hey, honey, do you want it? I was like, no. If you buy it for me, that's only like $12. I was like, well, if you get it, then this is going to start our collecting endeavor together. This is going to be the day where it officially starts. And she looked at me, and she realized, I guess, that I was so filled with passion and I wanted to do this, that she ended up buying it. And
I didn't buy it that day.
You didn't.
I think I ordered it on Amazon. It was a surprise.
She bought it, right? And she presented it to me, and that's when it started, right? And I always say I could lose everything in my collection. I don't care. But the one thing that I want and I cherish the most is the original pop. Here you go, honey. That she bought me out of the kindness of her heart.
Get the glare.
And it's what started it all. So this is the comment. I'm sure most Michael Myers Halloween movie collectors, they have this in their collection. And everybody collects for whatever reason. They have their loves. They have what they like, what they don't like. And this just so happens to be the pop that started it all for me. Even though I had a love and a deep interest in the movies themselves, and I'm a big movie buff, this is what got me into the collecting realm. This little bastard right here, okay? So just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. All right, so that's that. No more mushy shit. Get out of here with that. Okay. Moving on. Now, today is November 30th, right? Tomorrow is what?
December 1st.
Oh my God! December 1st. What does that mean?
It's already been Christmas since the day after Halloween.
Yeah, so her favorite movie is Elf. She loves Christmas time. I love Halloween. I love Halloween time. So tomorrow, it's literally at the stroke of midnight that fucking jingle bells and sleigh bells is ringing, and Chris Kringle's coming, and all this shit is happening tomorrow. And what's going on tomorrow? Can you share with everybody what are we going to be partaking in tomorrow?
So there is an event in New Braunfels, Texas. A
little bit north of San Antonio, about 30-45 minutes.
It's an event called Wassail Fest where they serve wassail downtown. All of the little shops stay open a little bit later, and they serve leaded and unleaded, so alcohol and not alcoholic.
That's right.
Wassail, and it's delicious. It's kind of like a appley, citrusy, hot cidery kind of drink. It's nice.
So
and then
not
you get
only
to see the lights, and
all the shops are going to stay open late, so we get to walk around, and it's a really great time. So if you're watching, if you're fans of having a good time and you love Christmas and you love wassail,
I think that's how you
Wasso?
say it.
I don't know. It's called Wasso Fest. You can, Google it, look it up on Facebook,
It's
whatever.
downtown New Braunfels.
Downtown New Braunfels. We'll be hanging out there tomorrow after work and whatnot, having a good time. So if we see you, we see you. But for the most part, we just we're excited because she loves the month of December, and we're gonna, do our thing. Oh, that fell.
Yeah.
How the hell that fell? All right, that's better.
There we go.
Okay. So what else we got? What do you want to talk about?
Well, we had started talking a little about Wednesday, which we're both Adam's family.
Yeah. And it's nothing like the old school.
It's really not.
It's a little different take.
But you know what? Christina Ricci was a really good addition, and there's plenty of twists in it. I had no idea how her role was going to be so key. I don't know. There's so many twists and like misleading modes into it. You know,
there's a lot of misdirection. There's a lot of makes you think this is going to happen with it. This ends up happening and stuff like that. So, I mean, I enjoyed the first 4 episodes that were directed by Tim Burton. Tim Burton himself. Yes. He directed the first 4. I love Tim Burton. There's so much Tim Burton in this series that if you're a fan of like the old school, not only does she love Elf,
I love Batman.
She loves Batman. So if you love, 1989 Batman, Tim Burton, the vibes. I think the music was even done by Danny Elfman, if I'm not mistaken. Danny Elfman, him and Tim Burton, they're collaborators. So, I mean, for years and years and years. So if you want that spooky, eerie Tim Burton vibe, fucking check out Wednesday. Oh, excuse my language. Please check out Wednesday, because that's what got me in the door, was that, knowing that aspect. And then, of course, Jenna Ortega, she's lovely. She's Miss 2022.
Really, really popping this year.
Scream Queen 2022, and the award goes to fucking Jenna Ortega. She's great. She passes for a pretty good teenager, despite being 20 years old. Yeah. She's 20, so she did a great job. Christina Ricci, throwback, old school. Casper.
Wednesday Addams
from Addams Family. The list goes on, right? She's amazing. So yeah, Wednesday, I couldn't say enough good things about it. The storyline might get on your nerves, but just don't take it too serious. Just
I don't think so.
Have fun with it.
It's not. How does it get
It's
on
not
your
meant
nerves?
to be taken too seriously.
Yeah.
The storyline is to entertain you. It's not to be taken too serious. Okay, so I think it was a fun show to talk about and to continue to talk about. And I really hope that there is a season 2. I don't know.
I saw something on Facebook that there is going to be a season 2 next year, like mid to late next year. I don't know if that's true, if it was a true series promotion cover, but I really hope so.
We will find out. And we were, you know what? Fingers crossed for that season 2. Not only are we talking about season 2s, we got to throw this out there because not too long ago, we just got done finished watching Chucky season 2.
If you are not watching the Chucky series, you need to be.
You're wrong. If you're looking at this screen and you are watching me, you are wrong. And there's nobody watching because we have 0 views.
That's okay.
That's okay. We have 0 viewers, but that's okay. I don't care because this will go on my YouTube, and I hope people can watch it later. I don't care. This was unannounced, not advertised. I don't care. So
I think wait, what was your initial take on this series? Because I know for myself, I questioned it. I was like, is this going to be slasher enough? Like, is there going to be some great kills? I don't know. It's on TV.
Oh, that shit. USA Sci-Fi combo. They got together on this little menage a
Chucky's allowed 10 F words an episode?
If you haven't seen the Chucky series, go and start from season 1. Why is this falling?
I don't know.
It's fine.
There we go.
So go see season 1, and then when you're done with that, go straight into season 2, which I think is better.
Season 2 is way better.
Season 2 is phenomenal. If you know anything about the Chucky franchise,
it builds on the movies.
It builds on the movies. It's a direct continuation right after the movies. And I think you would love it. Don Mancini killed it.
Yes.
The writing, the directing. You love all the
kiddos in there are great. Freaking awesome.
The actors, the actresses. It's such a fun freaking series. and
we get Andy back.
Yeah, that's right. We get Andy back. We get a bunch of other people. Don't spoil too much.
Okay, well,
but
I'm here for the spoilers.
Yeah, we were excited because it gave us something to watch every Wednesday. Right, it came out on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just finished last week.
It just finished last week.
So another good thing to bring up about Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. So that's why today is called Wacky Wednesday, right? It's all coming together. So season 2, we were excited because every Wednesday we'd get together. We'd be like Chucky night, and we get off work. We'd settle down, and then we'd plop on. What time we start? Like 8 or 9?
8.
8 o'clock.
We're Central Time.
Yeah, about an hour episode, and then we would finish watching it, and then we'd go ahead and discuss what it is that we just finished watching. And it was a way for us to kind of, get together, bond, and talk and have an intelligent conversation about a show that we really love. And not only is Chucky full of kills and gore and all that fun stuff. Oh, he's funny as fuck.
He is hilarious.
He's hilarious.
And let me tell you, I love Devin Sawa in there.
Oh, my guy.
Yes, I love him in there.
Let's not give away too much spoilers.
Spoiler alert, he plays multiple characters.
Get out of here. The people haven't seen it. They haven't seen it. You ruined it. But no, it was a great show, and it was fun.
He has great deaths.
I'm sorry.
It's worth it.
I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, please just disregard that. But no, so in closing in terms of what we've recently watched, go out and watch Chucky, the TV series season 1 and 2 if you haven't. We highly recommend Wednesday. We just finished watching episode 8 last night. So all this stuff is relatively fresh in our minds, and it's super fun and fantastic. Now, for those who say, well, you guys are only talking about horror stuff and that's what intrigues us. That's what we enjoy. I'm sure that I've seen Sons of Anarchy. I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen all those series that, for the most part, cult, like main culture have been watching, but we kind of pick things that we like, and we like to share that with y'all. So,
and it's not just horror.
It's not just horror. It's not. But right now, that just happens to be what we like, and we've recently seen. So, eventually we'll get into something. I know some people are watching what's another show that's popular right now? What's the kid watching? I don't know. There's some shows out there that they're watching. There's another country guy with a cowboy hat show. I don't know what that is. Yellowstone and all that. We
haven't started that yet.
We haven't got into that. At all. So,
if y'all have any recommendations for us, drop them in the comments.
Yeah, we would love to get into that. But now, so we've covered who we are. I'm Joe. You're MB. We like horror. We like collecting. What else would you like to share with everybody, this being our very first episode? What would you like to say? Wow. Crickets. I don't hear nothing.
He's the outgoing one.
I'm inside right now. I ain't going nowhere. I'm inside right now.
Is there something you wanted to share? Or you wanted to talk about?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Hold that thought. So, when it comes to the month of December, when it comes to ho 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 and all that shit, I have a tendency of having to want to enjoy some snacks. I enjoy them. I love them. So we was strolling around Target earlier today, and I had to pick up some necessities. All right, y'all know what I'm talking about right here. So we got the Christmas tree. Ooh, the Christmas tree cakes. The chocolate. They're all right. But you know where I'm going. Ooh, the fucking white ones. The Christmas tree cake. Oh, you ever get up late at night and you just for no reason go to the pantry and you eat like 2 or 3 of these hoes? Oh, I love these. So this is what I wanted to talk about, or just briefly, because I picked these up today and I wanted to share that I love these. I love having these in December. Love them. Anyway, all right, we're done with that.
That's what he's excited about for Christmas.
Oh yeah,
time.
Absolutely. It's the snack and the foods, and I like to eat,
and the family time.
Oh yeah, the family time and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's important too.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We had another topic that we were going to talk about. What were we going to talk about? We had something lined up. What was it? talk about all that other stuff. We talk about us. Oh, collecting.
That's a big part.
Collecting. Yeah, I forgot about that. The collecting side of things. So
my honey is here for the hunt.
So
like
yes,
he said, he likes to find things in person.
We like going to conventions. You know, the one here, there's a couple big ones that take place here in San Antonio. But then the bigger ones that we enjoy going to is the one in Dallas. Is called Texas Frightmare Weekend. That's coming up in May.
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend of next year. That's going to be one we're looking forward to. You're going to see John Carpenter and a bunch of other celebrities. So we're super stoked about that. We recently went to one in Houston. It's called the Houston Horror Film Festival. That is just a phenomenal convention. I mean, they have it's very well organized, great celebrities. The people who run it are just fantastic. I can't say enough good things about the Houston Horror Film Festival. There is one in what's the one? The Creepy Classics that takes place in where's that one located?
Bastrop. Is
in
that
Bastrop? Yes, in Bastrop. You got the Creepy Classics convention. I don't know when that one's coming up soon. I don't know the exact specific dates, but if you just look up Creepy Classic Convention Bastrop, you'll be able to find out the dates and who's attending and what have you. And then locally, I believe the Kings and Queens or Kings of Horror, they're recently gaining a lot of steam. They have a lot of fun cons here locally in San Antonio.
They're like they started off more like pop-up cons, but they have been getting a lot of bigger names, bringing a lot more celebrities, bringing a lot of local artists and vendors to their cons, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, we can't say enough good things about the people who run that, the Kings of Horror. They go by the Kings and Queens of Horror. They've recently been doing a lot of events here at the Wonderland of America. Wonderlands of Americas. It's a mall. And so if you're into horror, those are the big cons that are coming up. We like to, go to those things as much as we can if we're able to. So those are just little things to put out there. If you're interested, check them out. Look up the dates and times, to Google it, whatever the hell you got to do. And you probably see us there.
The conventions are super fun. Not only do you get to meet celebrities and get autographs, all kinds of stuff. You find sorry, he's getting at our cat. Our cat's name is Sushi. She's a little black cat. She's a sweet baby.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Sorry. She was getting into something.
I lost my train of thought.
No.
Everyone at the conventions are super nice. It's a lot of mingling with other people when you're in line, just chatting about similarities in horror movies and what you like, it's a way collecting.
If you're, we're not bashful, we're not shy. I myself am not, so I go up and talk to anybody. And these conventions allow you to do that. It's an open forum. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of good times going on. So it allows you to mingle. It allows you to conversate with people you normally wouldn't. And it's overall just a good time.
Everyone's there to have a good time. Yeah. Everyone is so nice all of the time.
All of the time. And we don't like to label people. We don't like to, how do I say this? We give people the respect they deserve. We don't, shame somebody for having an opinion that might be different than ours. We don't look for any issues or any problems or any reasons to not like somebody. That we're not those people. We just want to create an environment that's full of love and fun. And if we happen to bump into you, hey, let's have a nice little chat, and then we move along. And that's just what we're trying to promote here, and try to just build this community of collecting and love of horror movies and love of relationships and everything like that. So I think to be a power couple, you got to be able to do things together, right? Mm-hmm. Of course you have your time to go, and she just went for a happy hour with the girls the other day. I didn't mind it. It is what it is. But at the same time, it allows us to come back together even stronger. So we're just promoting that. We don't want no hatred. No, we're not trying to push or say we're better than anybody. We're just normal people doing normal things, having fun. So, if you see our videos pop up all the time and you get annoyed, hey, I understand, because I get annoyed when people post too much shit too. I'm the same dude. But if you like it, like the video, share it, join us on this journey that we're hopefully going to take on. Because, by the way, I don't know if we announced, we just recently got engaged, and we're grateful and hopeful that maybe within the next year we have a lovely wedding, and maybe we'll post some things that kind of tracks the progress. I don't know. I was thinking about it. Maybe we do that. Make it fun. We're not trying to gloat. We're not trying to show, our lives are so happy and we're so perfect and all that. That's not who we are. We're just excited to try something new, and this is something new for us. So please don't judge us the wrong way. We just doing this out of fun and love, and we just hope that y'all are able to join us on this journey, because we love you. You're our friends. We're your family. Let's just have fun. All right. So in closing, I believe we just passed the 30-minute mark. I promised us that we would not go past, that
keep
long.
it short.
Keep it short
today.
and sweet. Be on the lookout. I'm trying to think of any new announcements from NECA, where NECA, they release a lot of collectibles. I'm trying to think of anything that's we're waiting for. I just was at Target today, and off the top of my head, I saw a bunch of new Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warrior figures, some new Halloween 2 figures. I saw the new Jaws figure. I saw some Quint. I saw some, oh my God, what else did I see? And some other stuff just recently released. So a lot of the Targets have just recently restocked, I guess in preparation for, the month of December, Christmas time, all that stuff. So if you're on the hunt, go check it out. Oh, I'm going to go through a list real quick of places that if you're interested in finding collectibles, go check them out. So
here in the San Antonio
area?
Somewhere
locally in the San Antonio area. So the first place is we go to the, what is it out there? The Traders Village. If you don't go, shame on you. You need to go to Traders Village, because they have wonderful shops and they have great things if you're into collecting. So first place that comes to mind is Andy's Treasure Chest. They have a lot of celebrity signings. They have a lot of pops. They have a lot of great collectibles. They are phenomenal. Second one that comes to mind, I believe, is Toy Matrix. Toy Matrix is phenomenal. They are usually at the big cons, especially Texas Frightmare, the Houston Horror Film Festival. So Toy Matrix, check them out. Who else is there? And there's a bunch of other little vendors there. But those are the big two that stand out. Social Revolt. Social Revolt is right across from Andy's Treasure Chest. They have a lot of fun stuff too, so check them out. They're great. Other shops that I like to go to are Alien World or Aliens World. I don't know if it's Alien or
Alien World.
Alien World. There's two locations. There's one off of San Pedro. And then there's one over here off of 410 and Marbach. Alien World's great stores, great shops. You can find a bunch of stuff there. Of course, hit up your local Targets, your local Walmarts for their exclusive items and just run-of-the-mill stuff.
Heroes and Fantasies.
Oh,
that's his favorite.
My favorite place.
Heroes
and Fantasies. Okay, there's one off of 410 and Evers, right here on the right-hand side. And then there's one off of 35 and Pat Booker, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 35 and Pat Booker all the way down the down Pat Booker. If you just Google Heroes and Fantasies, they got comic books, collectibles. This place, both locations are just amazing. So Heroes and Fantasies, top notch. And am I forgetting somebody right now? Who else am I forgetting anybody? Where do I like to go? Oh, well, no. I think that's about it for now. Those are the big names that just stick out in my head. So if you're a collector like myself, you like to go on the hunt. I mean, okay, let's talk about this real quick. I like to do what we call my Target runs. You saw her face. Okay, what's my record for consecutive Targets going to targets in one night. How many have I hit in one night? In a matter of 2.5 hours, I believe.
It was a little more. It's probably 3.5 hours, but in 2.5, we've probably hit 7 targets.
I thought it was 8.
Okay, in my head, the most we've done is 9, but that was 3.5 hours in my head.
Got it. Okay.
But the way the targets are in San Antonio, it's kind of like a big loop.
Yeah, it's a big loop.
So it's one after the other after the other.
So all you need is 1 tank of gas, a partner in crime,
your walking shoes, good insoles,
and determination. And we literally hit all those targets and found nothing. Goose egg. Woo! But it was the experience, like, that we were able to do that together. You're like, man, this guy's a loser. He goes at 7, 8, 9 targets in a night. Who does that? Well, what else do you?
But it gives me the opportunity to be like,
yeah,
what do I want?
I'm just saying, what else would be home and watch movies or go for a stroll in the park? You know how much exercise that is to go around and walk around all those stores and your stores, go back in your car, drive them, get out, walk, and all this is speed walking, by the way. So that is my record. If you watch this, please share your record with me. How many Walmarts did you hit up in a night? Targets, whatever. I don't know. And I'm speaking specifically for us here in South Texas, here in the San Antonio area. So if you're, up north, east, south, whatever, west, I don't care. Share your thoughts, because we're streaming this live on YouTube. I have like literally 0 followers on YouTube. So this is going to go to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to try to share it on my Facebook and Instagram and try to get people to watch this. So, bear with me. We're going to try to build this from the ground up, literally ground level and up. And we'll see where it goes from there. Up, 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 up. And yeah, that's about it. What else do we want to? Is that it? What you got?
I think that's good for today.
That's it for today.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that it's over.
That's okay.
Mikey said he's crying. Like, Mikey's even said he's crying. He's got blood tears.
Yes. But that's okay, because there's always going to be episode 2.
Episode 2. Now, the way we have decided to do things moving forward is we're going to randomly, and this is completely at random, cover a specific movie at random. I might do a collectible. Some people say spotlight, but like
showcase.
A showcase. I might do a collectible showcase where I might pick a recent item that I might have just got, or something that I've had in my collection, and discuss it, much like I did today. Talk about my original Halloween Michael Myers pop. This was a showcase, right? So I might decide to cover something that I recently obtained, or something that I feel like needs to be brought up into the forefront, and maybe compare old versus new. It's stuff that we will bring up. And who knows, my lovely lady here might have something that she wants to showcase on her own. It may not be a collectible. It might be something that she just wants to talk about. I don't know. It could be whatever. And I'm excited because it just adds something fresh and new to this type of format. So you're thinking to yourself, Moody's Mind. What the hell is that? Moody's Mind. It's a collective mindset, a his and hers mindset. And we want to share this mindset, this lifestyle, or fun with you guys. With everybody. And that's why we've decided to do this, right? And how do you feel about this, by the way? Are you nervous? You don't want people to think about you a certain way? Like, how are you personally? How are you taking this personally?
No.
Are you excited?
Like, I'm excited. It is a little bit nerve-wracking. Like, I'm not a great public speaker, but it's nice being one-on-one in the living room with you.
But you're doing great. You're doing such a good job.
Thank you.
You make me feel comfortable, and you allow me to be who I am. And that's what it's about. And it's in every situation. I feel if there's no her, there's no me. I don't want to do collecting. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do anything without her, because she makes me feel comfortable. Right?
Oh.
No, that was a fake kiss.
Whatever.
For all you haters out there, they're just trying to make us feel bad, like their relationship's so perfect. No, we fight. Yeah. We fight. I mean, I lose, but we fight. we fight, but I lose. It's okay. It's all right. But no, we really appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you happen to see this video and you stuck with us to the end, I am grateful. We're gonna try to cut it short, a little bit less than an hour, and try to keep them around that hour time frame moving forward. If we got a lot to talk about, maybe a little bit over. But this is our very first episode. We went off the cuff, off top of our mind. Just wanted to be spontaneous, and we're still in the process of moving. So a lot of my stuff is being moved to a different location. So, it's stressful and it's a lot. So this was a way for us to kind of just relax and decompress and just share this with you guys and girls. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. And Moody's Mind will be back soon. Any final thoughts, my dear?
Just thank you guys for joining us.
All right. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. See y'all later. Peace.